Welcome to Tales and Truths. I'm so happy that you're here, beautiful animal lovers. Please like and subscribe. That really helps this new channel. Let's talk a little about animal videos. I thought that we'd look a tad at a few, and as this is a vast topic, I suspect that we'll be doing it more than once. Now, I'm not on TikTok, so we'll be focusing on videos on YouTube. There are so many animal videos on YouTube, and there are videos in several genres. There are the funny animal videos that are very popular. And in my opinion, some of them are actually funny, while others aren't very funny. I haven't watched much of this, I must admit. You can get some laughs out of a dog, for example, who does odd things because he is bored and doesn't get to use his energy in a good way at all in his life, as no one trains him or gives him something to do. I generally don't find it very funny to see. That said, animals can of course do goofy things, and some catch such moments. Catching moments showing some poor homeless cat or something, for me, I get sad seeing such videos if I ever do, because I don't spend much time watching so-called funny animal videos. But a really funny animal video is one that is based on the actual funny ways of an animal at times. A video that understands it and gives it a narration perhaps. Here is a great example of that is so funny to me. It's Aussie Man Reviews narrating these obviously well looked after horses and their reaction to a rabbit.
Julia, what's that on the footpath?
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
And we're afraid of it.
Hey, did you say I'm afraid of it? No, I'm just cleverly cautious. It's a classic horse trait. I want to know what it is. Can you please tell me if it's dangerous?
Are you hungry or what?
I'm fucking starved.
Do you want dinner?
Yes, I do.
You have to brave the bunny.
Bunny. What's a bunny?
This is so funny to me because it's the knowledge of horse behavior that is at the core of this. Yes, horses might spook because of a rabbit or a piece of paper or an empty bag and an array of other things. It is quite funny, and no horses were harmed in the making of this video. Then we have the not so funny animal videos. Let's look at a few moments from Cute Pets TV, Animals Being the Best Comedians 2025. Here we have a desperately overfed cat that really isn't feeling very well. We have a dog that is in some distress. And here we have a dog chewing on plastic. None of this is funny to me, and at least in one of these cases, there is an animal on display that needs help to even feel good. There is, of course, also the animal videos that interpret animals as though they were humans, as though they had human reactions, etc. Videos that can really muddle kids' perception of what animals are and have a lot of adults confused too. Animals are amazing in their own right and deserve us getting to know them instead of putting a human spin on them. I would recommend reading some books or getting into material about animals that is about animals, one way or the other. Another genre is animal training videos. Now, I have a tendency to focus on what I like. I'm like that as a person, and I have a tendency to click away quickly when there is something that doesn't quite resonate with me. I haven't investigated this topic much, and there are no doubt many channels that offer good advice on animal training that I'm not about to feature here. What is important to say when it comes to animal training is that if you have an animal that you want to train, nothing can replace a real life trainer. And the how-to search on the great search engines isn't enough. You know, if you have dogs, for example, or if you're a parent, that you might get advice from just about anyone on how to handle your dogs or how to be a parent. You might get advice from your neighbor, from people who never had dogs, etc. And taking bad advice can really do damage. When it comes to trainers, you need to agree with the foundation. You can get a piece of advice on how to deal with a specific situation or behavior with your dog, for example. And if you take it, it might work for that situation. But if it's not a piece of advice that resonates with an overall foundation to how you want to live with your dogs and what kind of communication that you would like to have with them, it might be a piece of advice that goes against what you'd like to communicate to your dogs overall. And taking one piece of advice here and another there might result in a confused relationship with your dogs. And it's, of course, your dogs that will be confused. So, my advice is that before you take advice from a trainer, you check out more of the trainer to see if the trainer overall has training methods and a view that resonates with you. Being consistent is one of the most important things in the relationship with animals. So now we spoke of dogs. They are very common pets that people have. But I will now make 2 recommendations of trainers on YouTube, one dog trainer and one horse trainer. I have no connection whatsoever to either. I just really like the way they see and work with animals. The first is Canine Connection Training and Coaching. Her channel was called Sniff Dog before. She hasn't posted in a long time. But in my opinion, this lady offers great advice on dog training, and it's quite easy to spot her overall foundation behind the specific advice that she gives on different situations. She is knowledgeable and natural, in my opinion, and she doesn't make dog training any more difficult or dramatic than it needs to be, while offering great advice. Again, there is no replacing an actual dog trainer in your life if you need one. That said, this lady does offer advice that you can work with yourself. I have had dogs all my life, and I'm no spring chicken. And although you must absolutely go with what you feel is right for you, there is in fact a bit of experience behind my saying this. So when it comes to a good horse trainer on YouTube, I would like to recommend Steve Young Horsemanship. Now, I haven't seen all his videos, and so there might be videos where he does things that I wouldn't entirely agree with. I don't know that. But what I did see was quality, and not in the least for the foundation that he sets between horses and owners where it comes to safety. Horses are large animals that can cause damage even if they don't mean to, so there are a few things that need to be part of the foundation in the relationship between a horse and its owner, whatever fun and lovely things that the horse and owner will get up to during their lives together. It's highly important to have and to build on, all in a relaxed and natural way.